Welcome to my channel. If you're into trading the market and want to really see what's likely to happen next so you can maximize your profits, you're in the right place. Today we're going to do a dive into Matic. 7 days ago I did a video. Have we just seen a strong sell signal and are we going to see a price pullback? And guess what? With Matic, what we anticipated has happened exactly. That's what we're going to dive into. We projected this in advance. We said this is likely to happen. And I'm going to show you how we projected it in advance, and this has happened. So if you like today's video, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and let's dive straight into Polygon Matic. So we're looking at a daily chart, and again, on the video, we said we had a strong sell signal. It's back on the 18th, 19th, 20th of February, and we anticipated this first leg down, and it's occurred. And the big thing is momentum, and markets have this rhythm, and they accelerate and they decelerate. And that's what momentum measures, its rate of change. And what you ideally want to have is a methodology of measuring that rate of change so you can see, should you be selling, taking profits, or should you be long in the market or standing aside. One of the other things that I do, if you're part of my private community, I hold weekend workshops. And one of the things that we cover, because we do Q&A as well, on the 18th of February, we covered Matic and we did a detailed analysis on Matic. So I highly encourage, if you've got access or you can get access to my private community, around 50 minutes into the workshop, we record them and update them into the membership area. We said we're likely to see a top and a movement to the downside. So anyone long should be looking to take profits. And if you want to get access, what you can do is you can now go into my Bitcoin report. You have a weekly Bitcoin free membership area. It will give you also access to my private community as well. But you also get weekly updates on Bitcoin. What's the real stuff that's happening? And it's been very accurate, especially over the last few weeks as well. So what I want to just dive into now with Matic is, let's just go back into the chart, is what's likely to occur next. So let's just quickly look at the minimum expectations with Matic. So I'm just going to do this relatively fast. I'm actually going to get rid of all these lines now. We don't need these no more. These have served this purpose. It's pretty much proven itself, and the correction is in play in terms of the movement to the downside. And it might be a big movement to the downside, because what we have over here is something called a overlap, a wave overlap, in terms of the prices overlapped into this, what we're calling a wave 3. That's a big confirmation that this high is likely to hold. So now we can anticipate we're going to get some type of big movement to the downside, even bigger than this one overall. The weekly momentum is still bearish, which is a bear trend over here. By the way, if you're wondering, how do you get these sell signals? It's something that we developed, and you can now actually get it and trial it for as little as £1, 30-day trial. It's called the Trend Identifier. I've also put in some powerful training on how to utilize this. A lot of my students are making a lot of money even just incorporating this into their current strategy, and you can do the same. Very, very powerful. And again, it's a very powerful tool, so do check it out. So I just want to do a quick summary today on what we should anticipate with Polygon Matic as a minimum expectation. Right, I'm just going to do something called Fibonacci time and price. So I'm going to keep it really, really simple. This is minimum, right? We're probably going to get more of a movement than this, but I'm just going to do this very quick, just so you get a bit of a feel for what you should expect, as in the correction is not complete. We've had a big movement to the downside, but we haven't hit our price and time targets yet. So what's likely to occur is that either we've hit a low or we're close to the low on Polygon. We're probably going to get some type of pullback, and it should be a correction not exceeding this high over here, and then a follow through to the downside, testing the $1 range of Polygon Matic. So do be on the bias of sideways to down. Don't get caught up in the hype of if this pumps. Only really we just need to reevaluate if the price goes above here. But it's unlikely. Weekly momentum is down. We've had a big movement to the downside. It's bigger than this movement and this movement. That indicates an overbalance of price. So the selling pressure has been strong. The buying pressure is probably only going to be a correction. In other words, it only does a 3-wave type move and then a continuation to the downside. So that is the bias, and that's what you want to be leaning towards. So make sure you do check out the Bitcoin report, the Academy. Got some phenomenal stuff. We've got a weekend workshop as well, and you get to ask me some questions directly as well. So like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, share this video if you know anyone that's holding Matic. because we are probably going to see, again, a bigger pullback as well. So let's finish with a quote. We'll go with this one. We'll go with, if you want to experience the ocean, you must first build the courage to leave shore.